So Euphoria episode 4 just dropped for season 3, and I have to say, man, I'm gonna just get this off my chest. I truly don't understand why IMDb gave this like a 5 point something, whatever the fuck they gave it, bro. This show, dude, is so fucking good, man, and I honestly don't understand. I said this in the last Euphoria episode I did. I don't understand the hate for this fucking show, dude. I truly do not get it. I feel like a lot of you guys, or not a lot of you guys, I feel like the people that are hating on this show, I feel like y'all just want this series to stay like in high school, and you want that same aesthetic and shit. And don't get me wrong, it is, season 1 and season 2 of Euphoria is super fucking goated. Like I was saying in my previous Euphoria episode, just the whole style of the show was what made it iconic. Everything from the outfits to the editing style and just the way that it was. A lot of the visuals and just shots are fucking incredible, man. And that's part of why I love this show. But I feel like season 3, man, it has a different tone and it makes sense. They're literally adults. It is different now. It is not what it used to be. And if you cannot appreciate this show for being good, I honestly don't know what to say, guys. This is such a goated fucking series. And just season 3 so far, it's been so fucking peak. But season 4 in particular, episode 4, not season 4. Episode 4 has been so fucking goated, man. And I was thinking about this episode since it came out, and I just think it's one of the best episodes that's in this season, man. It was so fucking intense, dude. And like I said in my last Euphoria episode, Alamo, dude, is so fucking intimidating, man. Like when this guy's on screen, bro, like he's fucking scary, dude. Like I truly like feel afraid. Like I feel like this guy's gonna come get me from the fucking screen and like attack me, bro. Like his presence, man, is so fucking insane in this show. One of the most intimidating fucking characters that has ever been in this fucking series, man. He is so fucking well written and well directed, and just, he is fucking terrifying in this show. Probably the best performance I've seen in this show, honestly. I think he is so fucking intense in this fucking show. So basically, kind of like the premise of episode 4, I guess, is basically like the way that episode 3 ended. He had Rue get arrested. Now she's sort of working with the DEAs. Basically, she's trying to be like undercover, and it basically the way that it starts, just the whole like her getting her mugshot and stuff. I thought that was a great scene, and just you basically have the DEA agents talking to her, and they're basically trying to tell her that, look, like you're in a lot of shit, but I can tell like you made some mistake. One of the cops tells her basically that she kind of sees that she's in a tough situation, and they kind of give her like an out. They basically tell her like you have to be like a snitch and rat all these people out, and it puts her in a tough situation, man. And just the way that this episode is directed, you feel like the tension of like how she feels, in this episode, like. Everything from little moments of like just her being in a room with somebody talking, you just feel like the tension, man. It's so well directed, man. Sam Levinson deserves a lot of credit, bro, because you really, I feel like in this episode I really felt like I was rude, bro. I really felt like these dudes are gonna like find out that I was a fucking snitch, especially in that poker scene where they're playing in the house and Alamo kind of tells her like that he feels like she's like a fucking rat or some shit, and kind of like the relief when you realize that he kind of just asked her if she's using again, and the way that the music and the tension builds up, and once you see Rue realize that she's not basically getting exposed to being a rat, like Alamo kind of thinks it's something else. The fact that the music kind of like calms down and it kind of relaxes, and you feel like the relief of the moment. That was such a powerful scene in my opinion. And obviously, basically Cass's storyline where she's trying to like be like a social media influencer, and you have Maddie basically trying to help her out, kickstart her career. They eventually go to like some party, and that was another interesting scene as well. They basically go to some crazy influencer party, and they're trying to like get Cassie to like sleep with this guy, but not really sleep with him. They're trying to like get him right to the point where she's about to hook up with him, and then she's just gonna like blue balls him basically and just bail out of there. And I thought that scene was super well, because you kind of see Cassie, like you kind of see how like dark she really goes. She literally snorts coke off this fucking dude, bro, and that was super intense. And I thought she was gonna throw up in that moment, but the way that she screams afterwards, it kind of goes to show how lost, like, I feel like Cassie's gonna have an interesting arc in this series, man. In this season in particular, her, you kind of see how like she's basically kind of like selling her body. So kind of like it's obviously a social commentary on like OnlyFans models nowadays and all that. So I think it's very just interesting, that whole dynamic between all of them. And definitely seeing Maddie. I feel like Maddie's using her, bro. I don't know why. I feel like she's definitely gonna like backstab her the way that Cassie, because it doesn't make sense. Like, why the fuck is Maddie like helping out Cassie? I feel like she has something pulled up her sleeve that we haven't seen yet. But I feel like for the most part this episode was good. You also had Jules basically kind of like do that painting for the show that fucking what's her name, fucking Lexi's basically was like part of the show, and you kind of see how like she kind of invites Jules to do like a painting, but like Jules kind of does like this crazy like fast painting. It's like super graphic and all that, and all the producers are like super like pissed about it, but they try to play it off nice to her, and you kind of see how like Lexi kind of gets in trouble with like the main director of the show. I guess you kind of see how much like it affected her. I guess she was really like upset about it, and I kind of want to see the direction they're gonna go with Lexi. You know, is she gonna end up getting like a directing gig, or she kind of just still gonna be like a PA like for this lady? You know, I think that's another interesting aspect of the show. There's a lot of characters that we can go into, I feel like, and seeing Nate in this episode, we don't really see the other Russian guy again, but we do kind of see him like going to court. He's trying to basically like plead for like so this construction deal can like work out, and it's kind of interesting to see like the whole like thing. Basically, he can't like do this project because there's like this endangered flower in his fucking property. But he's trying to like make it seem that like, you know, he wants to kind of like help keep this project going, even though and still try to protect the flower. That makes sense, but they basically just don't even give him the light of day. And you kind of see how like he gets on his fucking knees, bro, just begging in the courtroom. That was super like intense. I was like, damn, like this dude Nate, bro, is so fucking cooked. He basically had Cassie leave him early on in the episode, and now he doesn't even get the green light for his fucking project. So I'm curious to see where Nate goes in this season. I think he's cooked, bro. Like, he's literally fucked, and he kind of knows that he's fucked. So he's in a deep hole, man. But just overall, you know, obviously I feel like this episode particularly, man, explored a lot of dark themes. That whole stripper that was like getting abused and shit in that fucking room, that was another part where it was super dark, dude. Like this show, man, is super fucked up. Like it's dark and it's like violent, dude. But I feel like, again, like it serves a purpose for the story. There's a lot of themes that you can look into and break down about this show. So obviously the finale of the show, we basically have Rosalina's character and Zendaya, or Rue. You know, they basically kind of get in this argument. She kind of sees Rue talking to this other stripper, asking her if she's okay and shit. And Rosalina's character kind of like gets like a sketchy vibe from it, and then you kind of have to see Rue kind of basically kind of have to defend herself against the other guy in the office room. And you kind of have like the old hippies, basically, you know, Rue's old group come back and they fucking rob the fucking strip club, bro. They shoot this guy in the fucking leg or hip. I don't know, they shot him in the stomach, dude. Like he was fucked up. He ends up opening the fucking safe. He's already about to die. All the blood's fucking everywhere, bro. And then you see like the last shot where they zoom into this girl's lips, and we see that it's just when we zoom in and we see like Faye's fucking big ass lips, like we know like damn, like she's fucking cooked, bro. They're gonna like kill her ass or something next episode. Obviously I feel like this whole show is basically like a drug war like episode, like season so far with Rue's storylines, and it's exciting, man. I think this show, episode 1 was interesting. I thought maybe you know, I don't know, but by the time it was episode like 3, bro, I was fully into it. I thought that this show was fucking cooking, bro, and I feel like it's still cooking, bro. 5.2 in IMDb, bro. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, what the fuck is that even about? How could that even make sense, dude? Like, this show was so well directed, and I'm not trying to glaze it, bro. Obviously, this show's not fucking perfect, but it is an entertaining show, man. And I feel like the real Euphoria fans are gonna appreciate this fucking season, man. And I think it's good, bro. I really think it's good, and I'm looking forward to kind of seeing all these characters' arcs, like I said, you know. But just overall, and then just to wrap up, like episode 4 was such a great episode, and definitely sets up a lot of interesting points. You know, obviously with it ends off in a crazy ass cliffhanger like the last episode. So, such an exciting show, man. I'm really curious to see how Rue ends up, bro. I think Rue's in a really bad situation, and you know, I hope that she's able to get out of it. But I think a lot of people in this show are in bad situations, so I'm very interested to see how it all plays out. But other than that, guys, you know, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Like I said, I do movie reviews, I do even show reviews. So if you guys are interested in that, you know, hopefully you like my channel, and check out some of the other videos I do on this channel. But other than that, guys, you know, thank you guys for watching, and yeah, peace.